Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yashala. Gohuloyimla Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well, by the Spirit, taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the Akim, Akwa. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Jachanan Awaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson. Pray that it's edifying. And just wanted to go into this new logo that the military has come up with. Flying saucer appears on U.S. Aviation Intelligence Office logo, updated, right? As you can see, it's down here in the lower corner of the circle. I guess if you were looking at it, you know what I'm saying, or at a clock, it would be about 7 o'clock. It's right there if you can see that. Okay, it says a new official logo for the U.S. Intelligence Community Office focused on aerial threats and related security issues, particularly in the skies over the United States, is turning heads for its inclusion of a depiction of a flying saucer. This comes at a time of reinvigorated interest within the U.S. government as well as the public at large, because, a lot of people have been, recording a lot of what you would say UFOs. They've been strange sightings, so to speak. But we know them to be the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the angels. Okay, it says, this comes at a time of reinvigorated interest within the U.S. government as well as the public at large in unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, which are currently now referred to officially as unidentified aerial phenomena. So they don't switch the name up. They're trying to make it seem more professional. You know what I'm saying? Or not like in the your Area 51 days. With the green big head ass alien with the big ass feet, that blasphemy as far as like the so-called white man and pushed through science, their science fiction movies and all that shit. Okay. It says over the past year or so, the U.S. military in particular has been increasingly sparring with members of Congress about how best to respond to the potential very real threats, see, that UAP presents. So they know that it's something that's going on out there that's beyond their control. They know that they're not going to be able to handle it. One guy, he was on TV once they declassified, everything, and he was saying that whatever technology this is, it's 100 years ahead of ours and all this other stuff, which is, look, man, the Lord is unlimited, man. He gave the so-called white man the few things that he knows, you know what I'm saying, on the left-hand side. So if you got the so-called white man, he can have a, international space center in the skies floating for fucking years, decades. And, he got satellites everywhere. He's, moon rover, Mars rover, all this shit. Who knows? We don't believe in that they've actually been to these places. But anyway, they do have the technology of certain weapons. We know that they have an atomic weapon, nuclear weapons. They have submarines with nuclear capability on them. They have these these $1 billion jets and shit, you know what I'm saying? They have trillions of dollars of budgets of, just military stuff that they deal with, So we know that they have some things, but they're not to be compared to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let's just put it that way. Okay, it says the logo in question is the official seal for the National Intelligence Manager, Aviation, who resides, along with their staff, within the Office of National Director of Intelligence. U.S. Air Force Major General Daniel Lee Simpson is the current NIM, and is also the Executive Director for the National Air Intelligence Integration Office. Okay? But this is the logo. You can clearly see it right here. Guess you could pull it up. I can't enlarge it. I was trying to go into it and enlarge it, but you can clearly see it here. The complete logo has 4 other air vehicles, silhouettes, each in a different color. A dark gray drone, a blue wedge-shaped vehicle, a red Russian Su-57 advanced combat jet, a light gray airliner-sized aircraft. The drone silhouette appears to represent a twin-boom pusher propeller design, multiple types of uncrewed. Okay, you can get into that, what these weapons, or these because they're looking at Russia like they're this super threat, but they're the real threat to Esau Edom is Yahweh, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And they're going to get the grunt of it, man. It's coming soon. You see? But it is just kind of funny though that they got this they know what's up. They know what's up. And it just shows you how proud they are. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, they can actually come up with something to fight against the Lord, man. And it's not going to happen. They're going to lose horribly. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, though, that has joined this man's military, the so-called white man's military, you better get out of there if you can. Matter of fact, you see even in Russia, those damn Russians, man, they was at the border in droves once that president over there was like, hey, look, hey, we about to basically draft y'all asses. And that the so-called white man is not patriotic, man, like that no more. They used to be back in the days. They're more laid back. They prefer to go damn surfing, hit their bongs, and pop their pills, sniff a line of coke, drink their beers, drink their wine. They want to watch their Hulu, Netflix. They're not patriotic and not trying to go to war for any of these countries. As far as European wise, they're not doing that no more. It's over with. But this is quite a article here. But anyway, let's just I wanted to pull this because it kind of took me, by the spirit. I was thinking of this. Acts 1 and 11. Matter of fact, let me go into it though. This is Yahweh Shai, right? I'm gonna start at verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. Yahweh Shai. This is Yahweh Shai, which the word really calls Jesus. He was taken up. And a cloud received him out of their sight. You think the Lord just went into a cloud and he just, just fucking Supermaning it up there? No, he went into that cloud. Them clouds, are coverings, or I actually done a lesson on that one time. It goes off into being covert, or like an invisibility cloak, so to speak. And the American Army, they got technology like that, where they can cloak into the environment, and you won't even see them there. They be standing right in front of your ass. But Yahweh Shai, he didn't go into no cloud, and he's just in this cloud. He went into one of what they call these UFOs, a chariot, man. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So he's going to return the same way that he came, and except this time, everybody is going to be able to see. Matter of fact, that's that scripture. Let me get this in the NLT over here. Men of Galilee, they said, why are you standing here staring into heaven? Yahweh Shai has been taken from you into heaven, but someday he will return from heaven in the same way you saw him go up. And you got these crackpots and shit, man, that just they give you this image of a sweet white baby Jesus, and all that. Come on, man. Well, let me see if I can find this other one. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, Matthew 24. For as the lightning coming out of the east. Now, this was a warning from Yahweh Shai to watch out for these false Christ, so to speak, or these false because people were going to be coming in his name claiming that they was him, but let's start at 24. Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Don't do it. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. Don't believe that shit, man. For as lightning, and you, hey, when you've seen lightning before, a lightning, man, you can see lightning from a long ass ways away. For real. For as lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So trust me, you're gonna know when the Lord comes. So it's not gonna be a situation where somebody telling you he's over here on the east side. The Lord is, in Jerusalem over here in the desert, or whatever. No, all eyes are gonna see the Lord come back, man. Now let's go into, and I'm not gonna keep this long. I just seen that in the so-called white man, they through. They trying to clean up. They're losing the info wars. They asses is through, man. They finished out here right now. Nobody is believing them anymore. They can't pull the bullshit they used to always pull. Okay, this is Psalms 68. Let me see. 17. Yeah, let me get started. 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. See? Let's get this word chariots real quick. Do you have it? Yep, the chariots. It's Rakab, H7393. And it says a team, chariot, tree, millstone, riders, tree, chariots, chariot, upper millstone, riding on lower millstone, riders, troop of riders, horsemen, pair of horsemen, men riding, ass riders, camel riders. Okay, so it goes a vehicle. See? That's how you know that what this is. This is a vehicle. You see? Strong's definition, Rakab from H7392, a vehicle by implication, a team by extension, cavalry by analogy, a rider. And when you go into, the Lord is called, he has a host, and that's his army. You see what I'm saying? It's a cavalry. So you trying to tell me that the so-called white man, he can have a fleet of jets that can take off from a boat or naval them damn boats is like cities, man. If you've ever seen, matter of fact, you know what? Let's go into it. Let's give some visual, because a lot of the times visuals they help to understand certain things. Let's go into DuckDuckGo. Pull a tab. Let's see. I'm not sure what to really put in, but let's put in Navy. I'm just gonna put in Navy boats with aircraft or some shit. Probably could have went into YouTube and pulled something up. But these shits is like cities. They could actually fly a plane off of one of these boats within seconds. These shits is like a damn little mini community, man. Got a runway. This shit is like a highway in the ocean, man, where they can fly these planes off of. Here's a good one right here. Look at that. So the so-called white man, he gets to have stuff like this, but the Lord, he's just floating around in the skies. And this is the runway right here. That little strip right there, man, that shit get up to probably about 200-300 miles an hour, quick as hell, and burst off, man, with the best of training. You see what I'm saying? So the so-called white man, he gets to have these particular types of things, but the Lord, he can't have a vehicle. But he gave them the technology to build the shit that they have. Y'all better wake up, man. We living in these last days. And trust me, man. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. I prefer to be around for it. I know it's gonna be a little scary, you know, this, that, and the third. Praying for Yahweh about H.I.M to give me the endurance and give me what I need to, you know, maintain. Because this shit, when the Lord comes, man, it's going to be strikingly scary, man. Because nobody is going to know what's going on. You see? Now, us, the Hebrew Israelites that's into this truth, we're going to have an inkling. We're going to have an idea. We're going to know what's up. But still, you have to imagine a power that created everything that you see around you is going to be cutting through them skies, man. And when that ship shows up, it's going to cover everything, man. It's going to cover everything, man. So, hey, it's our time to wake out of sleep. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all better repent. Don't think that these so-called white people don't know what's out there. They got satellites. Hey, they just put, what was that new telescope out there? That telescope that's supposed to have all these beautiful, brilliant pictures that look like fucking backgrounds on your new iPhone. You know, taking these they supposedly be 1,000,000 miles out there, so to speak. You don't think, if they got a telescope that powerful, you don't think that they're not seeing these chariots? You don't think that these people don't know what's going on? Come on, man. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. Hey, keep your head on the swivel out here, man. We about out of here. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.